unpromising race pupil returns. The unpromising race pupil returns.
It's obvious you need to steer the conversation to the topic that interests him the most. Something that he'd like to discuss with another man in private. Other than race science, what else do you think he's into? Light bondage? Tattoos? Perhaps socialism, seeing that he's working for the Union. Yes, but even more importantly, women. This specimen has surrounded himself not only with one or two, but 3 stellar babes. What's more, all these girls seem to be koikos. What's up with that? You have to find out what's his deal with Grad.
Personal.
What is he talking about, Jean?
You mean the babes? Huh, I see. Perhaps we should talk in private. Come with me.
Wait, where is he taking you? What about the lieutenant? What about the case? You don't have time for this, at least not right now. Maybe later.
To the deepest caverns beneath La Royaume, where eyeless creatures, ignorant of light and warmth, lurk and slither.
Wait, is this a joke?
Don't panic, I'm sandwich. That was a joke. We're going to my mother's office.
Don't worry, it's not a trap. Everyone can see you go in there together. You'll be fine. Even if he tries anything, you can just slip out of his reach like an eel.
A median amount of time.
You go ahead and have your talk. I need a few things from Frit anyways. We'll catch up later.
Women, racism, turning back time. It couldn't interest him less.
No, really. We are not joined by the hip. You want to talk about women with him, and I want to do pretty much anything else. Don't let me hold you back.
We can talk without the pedomorph. It's me and you this time. I am not going anywhere, and neither is my mother's office. The unpromising race pupil returns. unpromising race pupil returns. This way, processed meat man.
We're gonna miss you, Jean.
The lieutenant nods, ready to spend some time on his own. He couldn't be happier to get out of this conversation.
Don't worry, babe. This won't take long. So, women, huh?
Strange. He seems different in here. Less monolithic, somehow. The room feels soporific in its silence. Dust particles twirling around in the air.
And? That's what you wanted to talk about? What is this really about? That is a lie you administer yourself, like heart medicine. Go without it one day, and your heart will stop. Men only want to reverse time for one reason. They say it's about honor, justice, revenge, regret, redemption, and a plethora of false reasons. But further back, deeper in, it is always love that drives them.
This can't be true for the racist lorry driver. Guy didn't have an ounce of love in his life.
I'm going to do you a kindness, Poopa. I'm going to share a secret with you. Here is the secret. There is no love in the past, only the present. The past is made of static images, distorted memories, demented nostalgia. This, the present, with all its possibilities, innumerable hits and misses, is far superior. It is a living organism.
Maybe, if you inquire more about the present, you'll figure out the secret of returning to the past. What about all the women that surround him? Is the love extended for them as well?
Yes, I have always liked this place. It is my favorite. When I was a kid, I used to come here and wait for my mother to finish her work. Great times were had here, filling in the great coloring book of the Simonine flora and fauna, the carrion flowers and the monotremes, the mangrove forests and the megabots. And the couch. The couch is very comfortable, even though it is very small. There is no couch like this one.
The couch does look very cozy. He's right about that.
No. Yes. She did, yes, with great honors. The greatest, some say, a true modern ritual. The entire organization attended when she was given the honorary engraved paperweight. It was a tender day.
There should be something here. A memory, a feeling, even if it's just a glimpse. But the depths of your psyche remain silent. You don't have a single memory of your mother.
I am not surprised. You are like the runt of the litter, abandoned, incapable of nurturing a woman's love. Our mothers are the ones who teach us to receive affection from the opposite sex. A bond you have clearly not experienced. Instead, you have developed this unhealthy obsession with the past. Standing before me, hoping to turn back time. This is not the answer. Reinvent yourself from defeat. Look around you. Look at the advancements in the sexual sciences. All the novel techniques, accessories, preservatives, massage oils, lubrication salves, abortion clinics. And the women who shave and are capable of understanding concepts like polyamory and coitus casualis. The Khoikhoi and their promiscuity are at the forefront of all that.
Who cares about sexual partners and their promiscuity when you've got the fate and honor of Revachol on your shoulders? But promiscuity leads to drama. Sounds fun. It's high time you incorporated some of these things into your daily life. You really have to find out at some point what's up with him and the Khoikhas.
You use vulgar humor to distract yourself from the pain that women have caused you. The impotent rage at their promiscuity will not heal you, and it repels women. You have to shed this infantile shell if you ever wish to find a worthy mate.
Everything's revolving around women and sex with this guy. What's that about?
Look around you, and the women.
Who cares? But sounds you really have to find out at some point what's up with him and the Khoikhas.
You're asking me to share the sacred techniques that I've gathered and internalized on my life journey with you, a stranger?
No. No. No, 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 no. You're not. You are not fishing for his sacred techniques. They're not worth dying over.
Do not think the serenity of my mother's office makes me forget we are biological competitors, albeit unevenly matched. You are more likely to get the Coalition to sign over their warships than get these weapons of pleasure and control out of me. This knowledge never passes from a man to another man, not even from a father to his son. This path is to be taken in absolute solitude.
He's flexing as he says these last words. It seems to be involuntary.
You have to...
Everything's revolving around women and sex with this guy. What's that about?
You are trying to insinuate something. This impotent psychological manipulation does not work on me. Speak up, Poopa.
Now is the time to ask about the smell. Didn't he say that it is impossible to maintain an erection with the distinct smell of the Koiga?
No. It turns me on.
Interesting. Is it some kind of aphrodisiac then? There is no potard smell. Just making it clear. It's racist rhetoric.
Your mind is unable to capture the nuances of this particular situation. It exceeds the limits of your emotional intelligence and your genetic imagination. Do not even try. No, I am not. Poopa. I belong to the SRS, and voluntary offspring production, chimeric or regular, is not an issue for me.
SRS seems to be missing from your records. Seminese race scientists, street racing syndicate.
The Semen Retention Society. It does not surprise me that you know nothing about it. Masturbateurs Anonymous is probably an organization you're more familiar with. The SRS is a closed group of strong-willed individuals who have dedicated themselves to building up strategic semen reserves. It takes iron will and razor-sharp focus, far beyond your spiritual potential.
An enormous expenditure of willpower to build up strategic semen reserves. You had me at willpower. Let's do it. Life is all about pleasure. Why deny it?
This is an oversimplification, but yes. It's nothing to be proud of, Poopa. Hysterical masturbation is but one of the many illnesses of Occidental civilization. You are
Now is the time to ask about the smell.
No.
Interesting. There is no...
Your mind is unable, Poopa.
SRS, Seminese street...
The semen, the SR...
An enormous life is all about pleasure. Why deny it?
I just told you. It's not meant for an Al-Ghul enthralled mind like yours. Only after years and years of emotional, psychological, and spiritual powerlifting can a man start looking into joining the SRS. We are life. Life is sexuality. Sexuality in competition with sexuality. The sexuality of other organisms. The point of any competition is to win. The future. In a biological sense, the man whose essence, whose genetic blueprint is passed on to the most hosts, down to the most generations, fulfills his biological purpose to the greatest extent. This is the love victory.
What about the Semen Retention Society? He's right. Everything's a contest, and only the shiftiest competitors win.
Semen Retention Society. I told you, this is a simplification. Climax is not required for victory. In fact, it is discouraged. A true man retains his essence. It is far more masculine to pass on a blueprint of your mind and your spirit than your flesh. Women give birth to flesh, and men give birth to spirit. Spirit is immortal.
He has a point. While an idea is born potentially immortal, flesh is always doomed to die. Spirit is housed in flesh. No one cares about your fancy ideas if you're getting beaten up behind a bar.
Your agreement means nothing to me. You're a man defeated by love. It is plain to see. It is in your face, in your voice, in your heart. Love takes courage. You did not have enough. You had a little, too little. That is why we are in my mother's office. You have come to me, seeking wisdom in the sexual arts. Do not waste this opportunity on sycophantic personality mirroring.
Ouch.
It will serve you poorly in the great war of love. This is no time for vague generalities. There is something else on your mind. Ask the question you intended to ask, or face your cowardice.
No, this is a trap. He will say or do something horrible if you go down this path. Time to get personal. He's finally ready to open up to you.
The only man worth being called a man, Father Jairzino.
Father Iazinio. Sounds like some kind of mystic, or a magician.
No, a welder.
An honest job for an honest man.
Father Jairzino made me hard, where my mother made me soft. Together, they made me complete. Father Jairzino was very wise. He realized that if the tender touch of my mother wasn't opposed, I would turn into a complete pussy. So he did what a man must. He became a counterweight of iron. Through scarcity, assizes, discipline, and respectful distance every father should have for his son.
Smells like physical violence, just like with Kuno and his dad. Hopefully, he at least taught his son some welding.
Yes, I inherited my genetic makeup from Father Jairzino. I am an evolution of him. He is immortalized in my essence, even after his physical body expires.
And by essence, he means his strategic semen reserve. A collector, that one.
Because Father Jairzino is my father, and his name is Jairzino.
His father taught him respect.
The stereotypical worries of a traumatized social worker. The reality does not correspond to your personal trauma. And if it did, I would welcome it. A good fight with Father Jairzino would be a great honor.
Personal trauma? Is he implying you were the one who got beaten up by your dad?
You don't have to remember. You are like a dog with its tail between its legs. It is visible to all. It is visible to women, and the reason why you haven't found a worthy mate, or why the worthy mate was stolen from you.
Strange. There are no memories of that recorded anywhere in your body. He's making it up. He's making it up to gain an unfair advantage over you in sexual and possibly financial competition. Slip out of his reach. It's more likely that your father wasn't even around to beat you. It wasn't your father who beat you. It was the world.
This is a weakness I can empathize with. You have my pity. Take solace in it. No, I am not interested in welding.
Personal trauma? Is he implying you were the one who got beaten up by your dad?
This denial does not serve your spirit. You are like a dog with its tail between its legs. It is visible to all. It is visible to women, and the reason why you haven't found a worthy mate, or why the worthy mate was stolen from you.
Strange. There are no memories of that recorded anywhere in your body. He's making it up. He's making it up to gain an unfair advantage over you in sexual and possibly financial competition. Slip out of his reach. It's more likely that your father wasn't even around to beat you. It wasn't your father who beat you. It was the world.
This is a weakness I can empathize with. You have my pity. Take solace in it. I am merely offering a small glimpse of functional family dynamics, something you were clearly deprived of. I am just stating the facts. Your traumatized essence is in plain sight. We are left in a
What about? He's right. Everything.
spoken like a man defeated by love, unable to face the harsh realities of nature. We are sky, butterflies, rhododendrons, rhinos, nature against nature. Love takes courage, courage to fight. This defeatist talk of cooperation is why you have no future. It is also why you have no love.
That's not true. You have the love of your mother. Or do you? Maybe even the love of your friends and colleagues. Who needs love if you can wield fear? You have cold, hard facts to protect you from heartbreak, and that is enough.
You are trying to insinuate.
Now is the time to ask about the smell.
Your mind is unable to poop.
SRX, Salmon Street Racing Syndicate. And in life is all about pleasure.
If discussing bodily functions disturbs you, we can talk about something else. Something that corresponds better with your emotional immaturity. Clearly, it is impossible for you to shed your neurotic obsession. This wailing for the past is a task unfit for men. It is better left for widows mourning their husbands, and for mentally ill communists mourning their commune. If you want advice on babes, or the mysteries of life, or even on Revachol, look forward. To escape your defeated state, you need to move forward, on to future victories.
But isn't he a traditionalist? Why does he keep talking about future?
I am not a traditionalist. Life on this planet does not move backwards. The ivy moves forwards, covering the whole door. The flowers grow outwards, covering the whole meadow. Nothing grows against time and space. Only along its ley lines can nature progress. It seems to me you are in need of a warning. Here it is. It is absolutely possible to return to the past. You just need to take a ticket to Seregli Island, the southernmost of the Semenine Archipelago, also known as Ile de Fantôme, and walk into Pale. Let it dither and rot your mind. Then you can marinate forever in your irreversible defeat, while race enemies laugh at your motionless, gap-mouthed corpse.
No, this does not sound inviting. Where would you even get a ticket? You can't just pack your bags and leave. Finally, a chance to connect with the divine. It gets very cold in the office, like in a desert after the nightfall.
There is no catch. You will get what you want. The rule is a cruel master, but it is not Pale. Pale takes your mind and rejects the flesh. It is capricious and terrifying, like a virgin. You will lose your courage before her face. Go have a look. The white-haired protein mass at the intersection. A lorry driver. Impossible to miss her if you're even a half-decent cop. An empty vessel the mind has deserted. A husk no longer inhabited by the consciousness. Biological waste.
Ah yes, protein mass. A scientific term from Grad for a person terminally overexposed to the pale. Mouth open, catatonic, completely unable to return to the present. This goes far beyond your conceptual reach. Beyond the conceptual reach of anyone, really. A chill races down your spine.
Go talk with her again. Ask her about Pale. See what a relentless obsession with the past does to a man. Yes, our little meeting has finished. It's time to leave my mother's office and return to our jobs. I hope this has been illuminating to you. And remember, what happens in my mom's office stays in my mom's office. Quiet contemplation ends, biological rivalry resumes.
Finally, I thought I have to come looking for you. What took you so long? Really? What happened?
Probably shouldn't have asked you this.
Right. Did he teach you a way to turn back time?
Trying to hide a smile. Was it a mistake leaving him alone with that guy?
But why? Actually, do me a favor and please don't tell me. Let's just quickly go and let it be.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
The woman is still hunched over the railing, her head swaying to the music, her eyes looking at nothing in particular.
Huh? What is it? What do you want? And what is that?
Great. He asked the Pines rep about the bail, and now he's talking to everyone about it. Fine then. Just try not to black out again, and don't contemplate. We don't have time for that. We're still on this ridiculous side task, I see. Ma'am, my partner wanted to know if you work in pill transport.
No offense. But your partner? Seems like a bit of an idiot.
Republica, a filterless cigarette from Misk.
Neither is spelled transportation. Life is transitory. Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Segúreme, Paraíso. You're the opposite of me, then. I remember everything, even the things I never knew. The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot, in the motor park. The roses on the day of Franco Negro's coronation, on the grand stairs of Ryle. The smoke from the Fowling piece when Dolores Day was shot.
Yes, yes. This is what you've been searching for.
The look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except I never had a father, and I never shot her innocent Dolores Day. Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Cadula Magistral? There is a kind of wonder there. A sad wonder. But at first I had to make a living. Now, when you've seen it all go away like that, rolling off like the sea, and then come back to this? What are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become a vapor. Nothing. Until it starts. When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn. Dark, gray, and orange. The orange of street lights and the color of streets in the electric light. It smells like autumn too. It smells terrible.
Nostalgia. Cooped up in the cabin, shaking. Terrible nostalgia. For yourself. For humans. It's too much to bear. She loves it.
Like looking into the ocean at night, in the dark. You cannot see it, but you know it's there. And it's big, bigger than anything. Bigger than all the other things combined. In the belly of an airship, behind the cell windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised to look into it. No, the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. Special wheels for connecting to the floor of the hold.
The wheels all small and round, multi-axle trailers.
Yes.
No elaboration. This is your chance. Ask her. Is it really possible?
Jerife, what you understand wouldn't fill a pamphlet. You don't need to turn back time. The Pale is already churning with it. As the tide of Pale rises, so does the past. Someday both will cover the whole world. That's it. That's the story. And that's just fine with me. I don't mind becoming vapor. I like vapor.
You don't like the sound of that, Chief. All the really good stuff is right here, in the present.
Jerife, you don't need to turn back time, and that's just fine with me.
You don't like the sound of that, Chief. All the really good stuff is right here, in the present.
They say there is a point, one that I have not crossed. In the Pale, super deep. If you stray too far, of course, on the U41A, or in Lomonosov's land, where every step you take is one step further from home, no matter the direction. It's a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale. Maybe you've been down the motorway south? It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Jerife, not Pale drivers. Way beyond the established Pale that's lit by radio frequencies, where it goes silent and dark. And the process begins, erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction. The motorway south is a road you cannot come back from. No one knows what's at the end. I've only glimpsed the beginning. I've only felt it in the distance, when I was a child. A child rowing on the lake. Josiana.
There is nothing more to do now. She's far away. She is receding in the clutches of some indescribable scattered emotion. A child descending.
You've fried both your brains enough for today, Detective. Now, I'd like to have a word with you about this side task of yours. You've been saying that for a while, and yet we only seem to be getting further from our actual goal. Because the problem isn't time, it's you, Detective. If you're serious about this, really truly serious, then I suggest you take a long, hard look in the mirror and ask yourself what's really going on.
The lieutenant is right. It's the only way forward. Face yourself, Kingsman. Why don't you ever listen to us? We tried to warn you that you wouldn't like what the mirror had to say.
Now, come on. Let's leave this one to her reveries.
small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.